Ready for action are the Knicks. Hello, everyone. Get ready for NBA action live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. A quick check now at the starting lineups for both teams. As we take a look here at David Lee, guys, what do you think?
Well, I'm a big fan of David Lee, fellas. I mean, you look at the way he's progressed in his career. Each season he's found a way to improve, and now he's become one of the better passing forwards in the NBA. I just like what he does because he can figure out ways to win each and every night.
I think a lot of it just has to do with him feeling right at home with the ball on the block. If you double, he'll find the open man, and if you don't, he'll square up and go into his move. He just finds a way to be productive on offense.
For the Miami Heat, they are coming off a good outing against the New Orleans Pelicans. And that result, guys, was a real shocker. It was just about as complete a dominant performance as we've seen them.
And their inside strength was so apparent in that win. They just blocked shots, controlled the lane, did a good job on the glass.
Very alert were they, Steve. Alert, aware, and reacted quickly to shot attempts in the post. Good way to start the game there. I mean, that's a nice inside bucket.
No question, Clark. I think they'd like to establish a presence down low early in the game to get their offense going. David Lee, such a versatile big man. He rebounds, he can pass from the high post. He's got that mid-range jumper, and he can finish inside with either hand. Little hook shots, flip shots. He is a really, really good player.
Shots good by BOSH.
Man, a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the floor.
Felton with the ball. In the game against Detroit, very impressive. And he gets it to go. Felton has got his first bucket in this one.
Guys, you mentioned David Lee's ambidextrous finishing. I mean, Steve, he actually broke his left arm when he was in high school, and it forced him to develop his right hand in the meantime, and that's why he's so effective with both hands, and he's really made the most of it. It's part of what makes him a tough guy to deal with.
And here is Felton after the three-pointer from Butler. Shumpert, no good. Chalmers with it, averaging 9 points per contest. Butler goes in, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Jimmy Butler was the last pick of the first round back in 2011 by the Bulls, and last season, I tell you what, he really solidified his place in the rotation, guys. He's still developing his outside shot, but he brings an awful lot to light to the table.
And he knocks down the first one. And for Jimmy Butler, what a story. Abandoned as a child, bounced around from home to home. One coach would take him in, another family would take him in. It was a very tough upbringing down in the Houston area. He overcame tremendous odds. And to be where he is today with the great attitude after a short time at Marquette, it speaks volumes of his character.
Well, it sure shows in his play, doesn't it? I mean, just the way he hustles and draws fouls, rebounds, defends. He can guard multiple positions out there. I just love his overall game and his toughness and what he brings to this team.
Nice shot by Felton.
Some weak defensive coverage there. And I'm pretty sure they didn't plan on starting this game out like that, giving such easy access to the rim.
Now here's Butler. He picked up 27 points in the last one against New Orleans. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And you know, last game, guys, he shot very well from the stripe. Made a nice contribution there.
Yeah, he sure did. Turned in a really nice performance.
And guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
Free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. There's the dish to Shumpert. Poke loose. It's stolen by Wade. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Wade with the ball. Ejected by Shumpert. Here's Felton. Right now averaging 17 points a game. It's deflected. Miami grabs the miss. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
And in last year's season series, things did not go their way.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. 8 points for Butler.
The shooting percentage is really solid so far, fellas. Good start to this game for him.
Chandler with a screen for Felton. Beasley for three. It's rebounded by Bosh. And both teams really in the upper echelon of the conference. It's an important matchup this year.
Well, Kevin, they're battling for supremacy in the conference. There's going to be some heated battles between these top-tier teams. He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this high.
Felton with the ball. Now guarded by Chalmers. Beasley kicks to Chandler. Felton against Chalmers. 5 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. New York, no good that time either. On offense, here are the Heat. They're on a 13-4 run right now. The feed to Butler. Dishes it to Wade. Wade gets a screen from Bosh. And the basket by Wade.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
Yep, it's been a clinic at that end of the floor, no question.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
You're right.
Well, you know, you look at David Lee, he's more of a skilled finesse player, but he plays with a great motor. Very intense and aggressive in his style. Always in motion, gets to the boards, offensively and defensively. And, you know, that combination of skill, hustle, and motor make him an all-star.
First free throw is good. And Clark, when you talk about the skill level for David Lee, not the biggest guy at 6'9", but I know you admire his game. And Steve, a great finisher at the same time with either hand.
I think that's one of his greatest assets, Kevin, his ability to score around the basket with either hand. As you mentioned, he can shoot the mid-range shot, handle the ball. They can run their offense through him at the elbows because he's such a good passer as well.
Well, it was about midway through last season, guys, that we started hearing the rumors about Greg Oden working out and getting back in shape so he could make a return to the NBA. And lo and behold, here he is, the former Ohio State standout.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. And for Oden, a new start in the NBA, the former #1 overall pick out of Ohio State back in 2007 for the Portland Trail Blazers.
Such a shame, the repeated knee injuries that kept Oden from achieving all that he'd hoped for in Portland. But you just hope that he would eventually get a chance to return and come back. So it's nice to see him out on the floor.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. He was extremely emphatic when he talked about how hard he wanted to see them work on the offensive glass, insisting that second chance points are going to be crucial to them in this game. Kevin, we'll see how that strategy pans out as this game develops.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Here's Chalmers after the made shot by David Lee. Wade against Shumpert. The 11-footer. Wade can't hit.
Great close out there, forcing the errant shot.
Well, he made it a tough shot again. He didn't give up on it, and he got a hand up.
And Shumpert kicks to Beasley. And it's in off the backboard. Beasley's got his first points of the game.
That time the defenders were a little lazy getting to him.
And it's Wade penetrating. Here's Bosh. It's hauled in by Felton. Knicks trail by 7. Now here's Beasley. And he also played a big role in that last game with Detroit. Felton against Wade. Here's Murphy. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
With that reverse jam, the fans got a little extra show there.
That one definitely had something, you're right, extra on it.
That was one of those 3 or 4 plays that you see every night in an NBA game that just leaves you in awe.
Wade with it, guarded now by Michael Beasley. Here's Butler. Miami no good on that time either. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Some firepower, Clark and Steve, from this offense.
Yeah, Kevin, how about the air of confidence I mean, they really look like they believe in what they're doing.
Yeah, a little swagger here from this team. They're in a nice groove.
Now here's Butler after the miss.
How about that, basketball fan? Wow.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Well, you know what the questions are about now? It's their defense, that's for sure.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Bargnani is checked in for Lee. World Peace comes in for Michael Beasley. Hardaway's checked in for Shumpert. And it's Pablo Prigioni in for Raymond Felton. Here's Prigioni. Feeds it to Bargnani. Outside for World Peace. From outside, off the mark.
Right from the start, they've been aggressive on the glass. Most of the rebounds seem to be going their way.
And, Steve, I think they are ready for the fight today.
Couldn't convert, but nice little two-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
Prigioni off a pitch from Bargnani. Back to Hardaway. Money from the wing. Here's Butler. 14 points for him. And the pass to Allen. He kicks it to Battier. Back to Allen. Fires from the line. And he banks in the layup.
Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
Knicks trail by 8. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And Shane Battier gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Corey Maggette is checked in for Butler. World Peace, the pass to Bargnani. Shot from 12. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And, you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
That free throw good from Bargnani.
And you look at Andrea Bargnani, he's always been able to shoot three-pointers. And the biggest thing with him is developing his low post game, accepting contact and being physical, taking advantage of that size inside.
And for Bargnani, developing a back-to-the-basket score mentality, taken right from the Dirk Nowitzki playbook. Pretty important weapon.
Yeah, and Dirk has said it himself, Kevin. When you're just an outside shooter, teams can really take that away from you. Being able to maximize your size inside, that's the key for Bargnani's development and maturation as a player going forward.
Here's Allen after the made shot from Prigioni. And it's good. And the Heat lead by 6.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
1:19 left to play here in the first. Bargnani with the ball. Picked up by Battier. 6 on the shot clock. And World Peace kicks to Prigioni. Tries it from 19. Shot is no good. And Miami the other way now. And it's Dragic off the drive. Allen outside. Takes the 3. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. And now a 9-point Heat lead.
Well, they've really come out on fire with the killer instinct here, absolutely torching it from beyond the arc.
He only dishes to World Peace. Kicks to Tyler. Here's Prigioni, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Prigioni's got 5 points so far. The Heat leading by 6. Outside Dragic. Pass to Maggette. A jump hook. Can't get it to go.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
And Ray Allen gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. 12 seconds left in the first. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the dunk by Chandler.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Allen outside. And again, Miami with the triple.
Boy, this game is off to a terrific start.
No doubt. On both sides, high-octane offense.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Heat lead by 7. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return.
Tune in Friday, January 10th. The Los Angeles Lakers go up against the Los Angeles Clippers. A Western Conference battle. Be there.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Yeah, their passing has been terrific, too. Clark, we're seeing a lot of assists, really moving, a lot of flow offensively. I like what I see.
The Heat leading by 7. They've got David Lee. Amon Shumpert is out there with Udrich. And it's Chandler. And it's Beasley in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now.
You know, guys, that's what he does. He just loves to play that kind of attacking basketball.
You know, if you just look at the numbers without knowing who Dwayne Wade was, you'd think he was probably 6'7" or 6'8", but the way he blocks shots and rebounds, even at 6'4", he just plays much bigger than he really is.
And you go back, Clark, to that big man game for Wade, averaging about a block shot a game for his career.
Well, you think about it, he's 6'5", but he actually has a 6'11" wingspan, and you're not going to find a stronger guy at the shooting guard position. He's over 220 pounds, and there's nothing extra there, so he brings a lot to the table.
Here's Chalmers after the made shot from Udrich. The drive by Wade. Shumpert with the steal. Left side, Shumpert. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball. Just having their way down low.
The Knicks have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Yeah, it's been an average year at the line for them so far this year, shooting about 75%.
So for New York, their last game, a win against the Detroit Pistons.
And Kevin, I thought they put together a fantastic offensive game plan in that win. They knew exactly how to exploit the defense, and they really got on a nice roll.
And exploit them they did. See, they were relentless. They kept so much pressure on the defenders over the course of that game.
Now Udrich, after the missed 3 from Chalmers. Shot's good.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Just physical play in the paint. Dominate.
Now here's Leonard. Chalmers passed it away. That's good. Wade's got 7.
I'll tell you what I love about him. His ability to finish even while absorbing contact. He is so strong. Even with defenders hanging all over him, he continues to finish at the basket.
And you know what else, Steve? Watching him run the pick and roll is like watching poetry in motion. I mean, this guy has that basic play down pat. He's unstoppable when he runs.
Here's Wade after the made shot from Shumpert. And again, it's Dwayne Wade. 9 points in the game so far.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
New York calls timeout.
Well, he wants to get everybody on the same wavelength, that's for sure. He may change up some things here as well.
Looks to me like he saw something that wasn't on the plan and picked now as the time to address it. I don't have a problem with that.
Well, this group of shooting guards has given us a little bit of something extra lately, including excellent rebounding, so you can see those numbers. Second, Amon Shumpert.
You know, it's not easy to do what these players have done in that area, strictly because of positioning. Typically, as a 2-guard, you're going to be on the perimeter a lot more often than you will be inside.
Yeah, but for all of these guys, you can point to their quickness as well as their superb instincts as to why they wound up on the list. I mean, you've got to have that nose for the basketball.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Greg Oden, he's checked in for Leonard. And Chris Bosh is subbed in for Udonis Haslem. Now here's Shumpert. 14 points from him the last game against Detroit.
His rebounding in that game, Kevin, just tremendous. He owned the boards.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Now Chalmers. His last outing, he had 8 points. He feeds it to Oden. Here's Butler. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra worked his way up from the very bottom in that organization. I mean, he got his start as a video coordinator, and through years of hard work and dedication has really become an outstanding coach.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 3 assists now in this one. And here is Felton. Beasley with it. Butler covering. Lee kicks to Felton. Back to Lee. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. And back to Coach Eric Spoelstra as a guy who got his start as a video coordinator, picking the game apart. Steve, he's very comfortable with the new advanced stat movement, analytics in the NBA.
Yeah, and I've had a chance to speak with him quite a bit. He says that the way they use advanced stats is just as a conversation piece in the coaching room. Their analytics department will bring them various information, and it will force them to ask questions, which is very healthy for a coaching staff as well.
And it's Prigioni missing. The Heat with the lead. Outside Butler. And he elevates with a slam dunk. Kenyon Martin did not like that.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like that. And some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
Bargnani is checked in for New York.
Guys, Kenyon Martin was signed by the Knicks towards the end of last season as they dealt with the litany of injuries, and he really delivered. I mean, he's 35 years old, microfracture surgery on both knees, but he still got some bounce in those legs, and we know he's got plenty of intensity.
Now, here is Battier after the miss from Bargnani. Battier kicks to Bosh. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. And you look at Kenyon Martin, not the biggest frame inside, 6'9", about 240, but he is still a difference maker on the defensive end.
Yeah, he is. Shot blocker, tough defender, never backs down. Always has done a good job finishing in the lane. Remember, he was the #1 overall draft pick back in 2000.
Miami leading by 4. Chalmers with it. Pass to Bosh. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. 6 points for Chris Bosh. For New York, they've gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. And Prigioni kicks to Barnett. Oh, good on the triple.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
Yeah, not enough defensive coverage there to prevent him from firing that time. But, yeah, I think if he's open, he's got to let that thing fly.
Here's Felton following the basket by Shane Battier. Pass to Shumpert. Lots of room. No good off the front iron.
Oh, that's a frustrating one there. Easy look at the hoop.
Butler with the ball. Now Felton defending. Bosh in the post. Working on Martin. Good work defensively by Martin. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some hoop.
Such a wide open look. Prigioni's got 8.
Can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
In his return to New York, I tell you, Raymond Felton looked to have his best season yet as a pro. He came in and made plays and filled the void left at the point guard spot for the Knicks. Kevin, let's check out how Miami stacked up in the league stats over the last month. First in shooting percentage, first in three-point field goal percentage, and they're also ranked #1 in taking care of the ball. Not many turnovers. They value possessions like no other.
And the shooting is really what stands out to me. This is a team that does such a good job of finding open looks. They're unselfish. They work offensively to create good shots. And when they do that, they're on their game. They're tough to beat.
And for Felton, I guess just something in the water in New York, huh, Stevie? He's played his best basketball in the big city.
Yeah, he had a good run there several years back before he was traded to Denver as part of that Carmelo Anthony trade. And now that he's back in New York, Felton once again having a terrific impact on that team.
Talking about Chris Anderson, guys, the Birdman. We weren't sure if he was going to be able to fly last season, but he did latch on with a very good Miami Heat team who was in need of some help rebounding, which is his strength. He still can do that and block shots as well.
Free throw, good, Anderson. And the Birdman, a fan favorite from his days in Denver. The tattoos, his kinetic style of play, certainly drawing attention.
Well, he's an athletic presence inside at both ends of the floor. Defensively, he can slide his feet and block shots. And offensively, he's a guy who kind of hangs out on the weak side and finishes plays by catching and dunking.
Both free throws good from Anderson. Knicks trail by 7. Outside, Felton. Out left to the wing. Hardaway against Allen. Stolen by Allen. He dishes it to DRAGIC, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Boy, beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
The Knicks have gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. Hardaway against Allen. Here's world peace, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Some of the quickest hands in the league on him, guys. And we see it in how often he's able to poke the ball loose, just as his man is going up for the shot.
You know what? He's a guy who will put some wood on you now. He'll throw his weight around. Bodying him up play after play can really wear you down.
And the first one drops.
Even though they're trailing, they're having some success from the foul line here, and that could go a long way towards getting them back into it.
The Knicks making a switch here. Chandler's checked in. And world peace drops them both.
Hitting your free throws is a good way to get back into it. It stops the clock and extends the game. I mean, you want to take advantage of that situation. And they're shooting much better from the line here in the second quarter. So far, they haven't missed one.
Now here's Allen. 14 points from him the last game against New Orleans. Here's Felton. 9-point game. The dish to Tyler. And the rebound goes to Anderson. Anderson's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Any extra possessions that you can get, either through steals or rebounds, are so critical in this game.
Just 5 on the clock. And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. A different look for Miami. Haslam comes in for Greg Oden. And it's Spaghetti in for Shane Battier. Just 4 to shoot. Allen for 3. Knicks with the rebound. 1:52 left in the first half. World peace dishes to Udrich. Now the feed to Chandler. And the shot is good. Chandler's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Now here's Allen. He's got 10. Again, Allen missing.
A fair look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Here's Here's Chandler. It's good. This time the assist from Udrih. Udrih has got assist number 5 here tonight.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they have. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Yeah, it's one thing to create a turnover, but just so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity. That's even better.
52 seconds left in the second quarter. Dragic gets to Maggette. And stolen by Udrih. And Udrih with a clear path to the hoop. And it's blocked by Dragic. Tipped away. Stolen by World Peace. Tries to keep it alive. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Anderson. And Chandler sends it back. Here's Udrih. He's guarded by Dragic. Now Udrih. Beasley outside. With the shot. No luck.
Well, you have to get a hand in his face because that's his range right there.
And a tight game here as we end the first half. It's the Heat. They lead by 3. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. I'm here with David Lee. And David, tell us what your approach was defensively in this game tonight.
Well, we made some mistakes here and there. Our biggest thing is if we don't turn the ball over, I think we're going to be okay. They got a couple easy buckets in transition.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Now, presented by Sprint.
And it's a good one going out in New York. Glad to have you with us for our halftime show. An impressive start for the Heat. They're currently sitting in second place in the conference. They'd like to build upon that position. Jimmy Butler certainly contributing with his play. His scoring has been on the rise, his game improving by leaps and bounds. And for New York's angle, they've been grinding away. They've been having their way inside. A huge lead when it comes to points in the paint, making it very hard to defend against them. David Lee having a huge impact. How's that for a shooting percentage? 100. Yes, 100% from the court. Not too bad. And now let's look at the games scheduled for later. The Oklahoma City Thunder will go up against the Nuggets out in Denver. Divisional games are always so important for teams. It's an 8:30 Eastern time for a tip-off out there. And that's all we have for you here in the studio. Now let's send it on back to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke for the second half of play.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. An incredible game from Butler.
I like that he didn't force anything in that first half. His decision-making was really flawless.
That being the case, Steve, I think they want him to be more assertive in the second half. Look to take more shots. Be a little more shot hungry, even the tough ones.
Now here's Wade. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Chalmers and D. Wade are the guards. Jimmy Butler is out there with Chris Bosh, and it's Oden in at the center.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
The Heat have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. First free throw is good. And so Butler nails both of them. Here is Felton. Dishes it to Beasley. Lee is screen on Butler. And stolen by Butler. All alone. Oh!
Up high and down hard. That's
how you use it, brother.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. They've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself. And I'll tell you what, that was a golden one there.
Now here's Felton. Feeds to Lee. There's the pass to Beasley. 6 to shoot. Chalmers against Felton. Rebound by Butler.
Now defensively, they did a great job of staying tight on him.
And the basket by Chalmers. Knicks trail by 9. Here is Felton. And that one's good. Shumpert.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Beasley against Butler. Here's Oden. And there's another one for the Heat.
Solid work right there. And again, the field goal percentages. Look at the discrepancy between these two teams in the second half.
Well, you're right. We've got one team moving crisply to get good shots and the other team just a bit stagnant.
Now here's Felton. And it's Miami with the rebound. Butler's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And Chalmers kicks to Bosh. Back to Chalmers. No good. Some solid defense from Iman Shumpert. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far. You don't need much range to hit from that distance, Kevin.
Miami leading by 7. The drive by Wade. That one wide left. The Knicks have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. And there's Chandler. That's good on the assist by Shumpert. And that's now 10 points for Tyson Chandler.
Tyson Chandler, first-time All-Star last season. His 12th season in the league. This is a guy that came right out of high school. It was a long time coming for him, but certainly that All-Star berth well-deserved.
Now here's Felton after Dwayne Wade's miss. Outside Felton. Right side, Lee. And again, it's New York. And for Tyson Chandler, it's been a long road over the last few seasons. He's playing undoubtedly the best basketball of his career.
Yeah, key contributor on Team USA, an NBA champion with the Mavericks in 2011, and now an NBA All-Star. It's the defense, it's the understanding of his teammates and the game plan. Just a very, very smart player and a hard worker as well.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Erik Spoelstra was going over with his team in that last huddle. He told them that their commitment to offensive rebounding needs to be much stronger. He said transition defense shouldn't be the focus. It should be getting to the offensive boards. He added one more thing as well, which was that he wants them driving the lane and taking the ball strong to the hoop at every opportunity. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
And as always, Doris, thank you. That is good.
Really aggressive play, taking it to the rim against the big man.
Tell you what, I love that fearless attitude.
Shumpert passes to Felton, and it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. And let's take this opportunity to show you the shooting guards with the highest percentage from the floor over the last month. You look at Butler, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Dwayne Wade, right above him. Also someone that shoots at such a high percentage. Top 5 in the league. Now here's Lee. He's got 13. He kicks it to Beasley. Here's Felton. Lock at 6. And again, it's New York. And it's the Heat with the ball. They've led by as many as 11 points. Wade outside. Puts up a 3. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. Chalmers has got 5 assists tonight. Knicks trail by 9. Now here's Felton. 8 points for him. Kicks it to Lee. Back to Felton. And it's sent back by Oden. Butler attacking. They get the rebound. Wade dishes to Oden. And he gets it to go. Oden's got the lead up to 11 now for Miami. The Knicks have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Felton kicks to Martin. Three-pointer. Raymond Felton, that's good. Felton's got 11.
The defense sagged off, and he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that three.
Outside Butler. Pass to Oden. Eight on the wing, trying his luck deep. The Knicks pull it in. Lee's got his 5th rebound in this one. Knicks trail by 8. Passes it to Felton. He feeds it to Lee. Shot clock at 6. Kept alive by New York. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, where does Raymond Felton show up around the league rankings? Let's take a look. 19th in assists. And defensively, he's been really good. He ranks in the top 20 in the league in steals.
And Steve, you mentioned his assist. I mean, they've been coming regularly, fast and furious. And what you like about him is his court vision. It's superb.
He misses the free throw. A different look for Miami. Myers-Leonard, he's checked in for Oden. Battier comes in for Chris Bosh. And it's Maggette in for Butler. And the second free throw, good. And here's DRAGIC. Right now averaging 15 points a game. Pass to Allen. He dishes it to Battier. Lets it go from 14. And he hits the jumper for 2. Battier's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. Knicks trail by 9. Now Udrih. Udrih off a pick from Martin. Here's world peace. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
The pick worked really well there. Nice job taking it right to the 10 for the layup.
Heat have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Outside DRAGIC. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. A lot of answers, but still a lot of questions for how the East is going to ultimately shake out this year. But right now, let's check out where the team stands. Taking a look at Miami. They're sitting pretty, 2nd place, and looking to take the top spot. And, of course, New York. They just haven't had the type of record they've wanted.
Checking out Miami, they've gotten themselves into exactly the position they wanted to be in at this point in the season. And I can't say that I'm all that surprised by it.
No, I'm not either, Clark. This is a talented team. Coming into the year, I think everybody expected them to be pretty strong. And to this point, I mean, they've done exactly what they wanted to do. This is a very good basketball team.
Tyson Chandler is checked in for Hardaway. Good on the 2nd free throw. Knicks trail by 8. Here's Udrih. And he gets it to go.
Beautiful finger roll to cap head drive off. He knows how to finish with some flair and flavor, guys.
Miami's gone 2 of 3 when they've ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. Outside DRAGIC. Udrih grabs the board. New York's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Count the bucket. Udrih has got 6 points.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Well, that's important because this game, I think, is going to be decided by who controls the paint in crunch time.
Now, here's Maggette. Here's DRAGIC. It's a big height bounce and goes in. DRAGIC has got his 2nd bucket tonight.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Shumpert with it, picked up by Battier. Udrih, the pass to Martin. Excellent D there from Allen. The Heat leading by 6. 3-pointer, and there's Battier. That's good on the assist by Leonard. 7 points in the game.
I thought the defense really kind of slacked off there. He's going to drill those threes when he gets a good look.
Battier playing the small ball 4, a stretch 4 they call it as well. At 6'8", he's got the size and strength to step into that role when the matchup is right.
Now here's Dragic. He has 5, and that one's good by Maggette. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, it sure does, Clark. And look at the assist totals. They're piling up. I mean, this has been a nice game execution-wise for this club.
And going back to Battier at the 4, he can play inside. He's got that, Steve, that little hook shot in the paint.
But the big thing is the reason you play him at the 4 is to stretch out the defense. Battier can shoot the 3 from anywhere on the floor. So if you put him at the 4, now all of a sudden the lane is wide open for his teammates, and it becomes much more difficult to cover the entire floor for the defense.
Here's Maggette. Kenyon Martin making his last shot. Maggette dishes to Allen. Maggette up top. He's guarded by Udrih. 5 on the clock. Here's Leonard. Out to Battier for 3. And the Heat, another 3.
This is incredible. It's been a 3-point barrage since halftime.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, it has been impressive.
Here's Udrih. He's got 6. World peace on the wing. 11 feet away. Nails the buzzer beater.
Big bonus for them to end the quarter as he beats the buzzer.
Talk about maximizing every last possession you've got. Right there, it was done.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Heat lead by 8. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next.
Tune in next Wednesday night, January 15th. The Denver Nuggets take on the Golden State Warriors. Make sure to catch it.
And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Well, with this assist, he shows you just what a well-rounded guard he really is. Kind of a combo guard, even though he's listed as a shooting guard. Really a diverse offensive skill set.
We're almost seeing more of that, aren't we? Some guys that have point guard skills that can play both those positions.
Yeah, for sure.
Knicks trail by 8. Felton is out there with Iman Shumpert. And it's Chandler. Then there's Beasley. And it's Lee in at the power forward. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Well, guys, with the Knicks playing a space-the-floor pick-and-roll offensive scheme, I mean, Tyson Chandler is a hand-in-glove fit as the high-flying finisher inside, keeping defenses honest and then cleaning up the mess on the weak side board if shots are missed.
That one is off. And Clark, you talked about what Chandler has meant for this Knicks team, both on the court and in the locker room. And you wonder, if Dallas, Steve, had it to do over it, do you think they would have tried harder to re-sign him?
Well, I understood the plan. Dallas felt like with Dirk Nowitzki getting older, they had to save that cap room for a superstar, maybe Dwight Howard or Chris Paul. But it's always easy in hindsight when those things don't happen to say, hey, what were you doing?
Now here's Dragic. There's the dish to Allen. Back to Dragic. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And a moment to check out Miami and who they've got coming up. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. And their road trip is only getting started as that's the second of 6 for them. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And they continue to knock down the long-range three-point shot as well.
So 1 for 2 that time with the strike. Knicks trail by 8. And Shumpert kicks to Felton. And it's Dragic with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
On defense, Miami. They've led by as many as 11 points. 6 to shoot. Here's Beasley. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Now here's Dragic. Allen. And Lee pulls it down. Lee's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Udonis Haslem.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
At the line for 2.
Free throw. Good. Shumpert. No good on the second free throw. The Heat leading by 5. Allen with it. Now guarded by Shumpert. On the wing. Allen's shot is off.
Boy, for my taste, he's far too inconsistent with that shot. I mean, he's got to make those if he's going to take his game to the next level.
Felton the pass to Chandler. It's stolen by Haslem. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Dragic has got the ball. It's Allen on the wing. From deep. And again, it's the Heat missing.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected him too much.
Both of these are really in a groove here.
Already a high-scoring game, but it has become an offensive showcase down the stretch.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. For Miami, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Dragic against Felton. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Free throw missing. And he sinks the second.
The main thing there was that he got them a 2-possession lead despite the 1 miss.
The feed to Lee. Comes up empty down low.
Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock, a construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively.
Assist from
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Felton with the ball. On the wing, Shumpert launches a 3. Rebounded by Battier.
More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down to just 4 points with the bucket from Lee.
Love the way he fought for that putback. He's willing to put in a lot of hard work in this game, no doubt about that.
Timeout called, the Heat.
Talk about the definition of a role player, guys. What the perfect role player should look like, I think it's Shane Battier. I mean, he's as good as it gets in that role. An elite defender, can guard anybody, and he can hit the 3 at a pretty good rate. Smart, good passer, just the epitome of what you want in a role player.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. He was absolutely adamant, saying, don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here this far. We're almost home.
Now, here's Felton. Beasley dishes to Shumpert. Feeds it to Lee. Stolen by Bosh. Butler with the ball. And Felton defending. 3-pointer. Wade. That's good. Wade's got 20 points. And, you know, you talk about Battier. He knows how to play his role. He doesn't try to do too much.
And he's got a great basketball IQ. Understands angles and percentages. seems to be able to guard about 3 different positions, and a terrific weak side defender. He's always the guy there waiting to take a charge.
And last year in the playoffs, so he did kind of that slump shooting threes, and they had to put him on the bench again, using him in the rotation. They'd love to get more of those, the easiest 2 points possible, and on a fierce finish.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they're going to cut into the lead, Kevin.
Yeah, that's why they've got to tighten up their D, and I'd be surprised if the defense allows any more free runs to the hoop like that.
Well, a stellar outing in this one for Chandler. He has 14 points, and he's also got 1 block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, it's just a small part of what's been a solid overall contribution by him defensively.
Now here's Oden. 6 to shoot. Here's Butler, and it's Miami with another.
They've built this lead through plays exactly like that. He's easily been their most consistent performer.
Well, he's been splashing everything today.
Here's Felton. Lee sets a screen for Felton. In low to Lee. That's good, and so Felton has the assist there. That's now 17 points for David Lee. Wade up top by Beasley. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And as he has gained more experience in the league, Wade has taught himself to rely a bit more on his jump shot and a little less on attacking the rim, but still, you see his confidence really lies in his ability to attack the lane.
And that one misses. And Wade, still a player who thrives on getting in the lane, Clark, and for his career, under 30% from long range.
Yeah, you know, his jump shot is more of a mid-range weapon, quite honestly. He loves the bank shot, loves the floaters, and is always looking to get somebody in the air with that pump fake. And usually, more times than not, guys bite and he gets free throws.
He gets to the line, you're right. Here's Beasley.
Let's go, Knicks!
Dishes to Shumpert. It's up a 3. Good. Shumpert's got 6 points in the quarter.
I love it when a player like this shakes off a full first half and comes back strong like he has, showing a lot of confidence in his game.
Now, here's Chalmers. Oden kicks to Butler. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Butler's got 9 points here in the second half. Knicks trail by 5. Now, here's Felton, and there's the pass to Beasley. And that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. Felton's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. The Heat have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Butler with the ball, guarded now by Michael Beasley. Here's Wade, blocked. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Here's what the schedule says for the New York Knicks and what it looks like. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Here's Butler, and it's Miami with another.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Felton the pass to Shumpert. A 3-ball. Oden with the rebound. Oden's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, I've been impressed with just both teams' energy, just really working hard on the board.
Now here's Butler. That's good. Now it's a 7-point Heat lead.
He's been hot here in the 4th, contributing big at the right time.
Well, he's basically hitting everything he's throwing up there. 4 for 4 shooting here in the quarter.
Felton against Chalmers. Shumpert dishes to Felton. Knocks down the 3-ball.
A lazy defense, and that's why the score is what it is right now.
The Heat leading by 4. Outside Butler. Wade, right side. Shot from 12. And another basket for Miami.
And after that last game, Clark, I'm not surprised to see him so hot. He's got it rolling right now.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Well, they were getting tired out there. A quick timeout gives them an opportunity to catch their breath.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message Mike Woodson was giving to his team. He was reviewing the strategy to be very clear for their defensive approach against Butler. Coach wanted to reinforce how important it is for their defense to respond much more quickly and to be alert at all times to curtail his offensive burst, ending with the statement, "We have got to put up more resistance." He also talked about their perimeter defense. He does not want to see anyone getting easy outside opportunities. He wants their defense to blanket those outside shooters. Gentlemen, some late game adjustments that could prove crucial in the game's closing moments. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks, Doris. Deflects the pass and is out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
They have no choice but to lunge for that pass to stop it from getting through.
Well, that was a good job. It could have been a quick bucket if he doesn't knock it out of bounds there.
Now here's Butler. He kicks to BOSH. And Shumpert pulls it down. Shumpert's got his third rebound on the night. Beasley, the pass to Chandler. And the layup's good off the glass.
His stroke is dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shot's just falling for him.
Wade against Shumpert. The kick outside to Butler. And there's the 3-second violation. And here are the Knicks now, trailing by 4. Outside, Felton kicks it to Chandler. Back to Felton. Lets it go from deep. No good. And it's Miami the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Chalmers with it. He's picked up by Lee. BOSH, that's good.
Really did a nice job recognizing the mismatch that he had and immediately cashing in with that mid-range jumper.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They trail by 6. 1:37 left in the fourth quarter. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
As a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. Gentlemen, some late game adjustments that could prove crucial in the game's closing moments. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
No, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
Miami leading by 8. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Butler. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Chalmers. The Knicks pull it in.
That's an easy shot there. It's a shot that he should make more often than not.
And here's Felton from the arc. And Oden pulls it down. Miami's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. BOSH kicks to Chalmers. Back to BOSH, beyond the arc. No good. And for the Knicks, they're shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. Felton kicks to Beasley, jacks up a 3. No luck. Now, here's Chalmers. And so it's Miami winning this one. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Chris, tell us a little bit about the philosophy behind your game and how this team works so well together.
Well, I mean, it's just energy and belief. It's the belief system. You know, we all work hard. I work extremely hard, and you know, when I go out there and just play and don't think about it and play with energy, you know, good things happen.
Chris, congratulations. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you so much, Doris. And now it's time to say so long. So, for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us for this presentation of the NBA preseason on 2K Sports. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game.